After financial statements are prepared, companies conduct the closing process. The closing process is the process of transferring all revenue, expense, and dividend account balances to the retained earnings account. So the revenue accounts are reduced to zero by debiting them, and each expense account is reduced to zero by crediting them, because remember, the normal balance for a revenue account is a credit, normal balance for an expense account is a debit, so we make the opposite entry in order to zero them out or close them out. And so the offset account is going to be retained earnings. Revenue, expense, and dividend accounts are temporary accounts, which means that they accumulate balances only for the current period. After the period ends and financial statements are prepared, all temporary accounts are zeroed out for the start of the next period, and their balances transferred to the retained earnings account. So this slide is showing you the 3 journal entries that we need to do this. So first, you see number 1 over here. To decrease the revenue account to a zero balance, the revenue account is debited and the retained earnings account is credited. So this is going back to our Circle Films examples. The second entry is to decrease the expense accounts to zero balances. The expense accounts are credited and the retained earnings account is debited. And then finally, elimination of the dividends account is accomplished by debiting retained earnings and crediting dividends. So let's just wrap up with a summary of the accounting cycle, so we'll finish the same way that we began. The accounting cycle is the sequence of steps in which an accounting information system captures, processes, and reports a company's accounting transactions during a period. Once closing is completed, the accounting information system is prepared to begin the next period.